going on YouTube? jaybeezy here, and I'm back with another guide for you guys. And today it's on Plunderstorm. So for those that have been watching my stream, you guys know I have been absolutely grinding this game. I've had two 16-hour streams, which puts me at 32 hours playtime in Plunderstorm. And you guys know me about my guides. I like to get to the top of the ladder, even though there is no ladder, when it comes to gaming, and then provide information to help you guys improve your gameplay. And I'm not one to just, I want to actually know what I'm talking about when I'm making a guide. So I'm going to go over how Plunderstorm works briefly. This is for the people that have played, that kind of understand, that get the gist of it, but they want to start getting wins. So I've been enjoying Plunderstorm a lot. I have a lot of fun, but I also have fun winning. So that's why you guys are here. So let's get started. So I'm going to break down for you guys what we're going to go over in this video. So first we'll be talking about a general overview of what is Plunderstorm, how it works, what everything does. Two will be best landing spots for the actual game. 3, early game strategy. 4, late game strategy. 5, I'm going to talk about the best combos with your abilities. 6, items, the best items to use and how they work and interesting things about them that you guys probably don't know. And 7, just tips, tricks, closing thoughts, things like that. So what is Plunderstorm? Plunderstorm is a battle royale that you fly in on griffins, you choose a spot to land, and it's just like any other battle royale essentially. You have to be the last one standing, whether it's solos or duos. But for WoW, you go around, you level up just like in WoW, and you gather spells, and you level up those spells. And what's cool about this is there's different combos they can do with these spells, and some work better with others. Some spells counter other spells, just like in WoW. So it's pretty interesting the way that they made it, and it's definitely really fun to play. So we're going to talk about the best places to land. But first I want to, without dipping too much into the early strategy section, the reason why these are the best places are because of the mob congestion, because you want to have a lot of mobs in a close area so you level up more, and the amount of elites in the area. And also you got to think about where players are actually landing the most. So I'm gonna give you guys some secret spots that you guys are gonna find amazing until this video blows up. Then I can't promise anything. So the first place we're gonna talk about is the Cobalt Mine next to the Horde base. So a lot of people drop at the Horde base, but if you look to the east of it, there is the Cobalt base that has 2 elite Cobalts in a very close proximity and a ton of little mini Cobalts that give you a ton of XP. And there's usually about 2 to 3 chests in the area, and chests also give you experience. So this place right here will get you instantly to level 5. So this place, and then you can either go towards the elementals to the south, which is another good clearing spot. Kill all the elementals, then you can go in the tower, kill that Reaper that's in the tower as well, that elite Reaper. Or you can check on your little mini map and see if the elites are up in the Horde base. If there aren't elites up, you probably shouldn't go there because there's probably players there, and you don't really want to engage in players early on. So don't go into the Horde base unless you see all the elites that are up. So my second favorite place to drop is the Alliance Keep. Now, the Alliance Keep is great for mobs, elites, leveling your skills, plunder, all that. The problem is a lot of people drop here. So the path I'm going to show you guys is the path that me and my buddies take of least resistance. There's not as many, because you don't want to engage in fights early. You want to level up as fast as you can. So, and I'll explain that later on. So path we're going to take is we're going to start here, and then we're going to go into this building, kill the 2 elites in there, and then go west and kill 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 elites if you have time and there's no players there. So just kill the 2 elites in the building, run out, head west, kill all the elites you see on the little mini map, and then go ahead and, whether you want to go out of the keep to the north, if you want to go out to the east, hit the mines to the east, just go where the game will take you after that. My third favorite spot is going to be Hammerfall. I feel like this is an also not too popular spot that has a lot of mobs that are super congested, and you can also head west to the elementals that are over there once you're done. But you basically want to be quick with this one because it's on the edge of the map and the storm can come in pretty quick. So don't waste your time fighting any other players. Try and avoid them as much as possible. Just get the elites and get out. So those are my top 3 places to land. Moving on, we're going to get more into the early game strategy and general idea of what you need to do early on. So the most important thing is to kill as many mobs as you possibly can. You want to kill the elite mobs, especially because they drop spells every time, and you can upgrade spells. And just remember that any spell is better than no spell. So if you kill the Crusader and it drops a fish, the toxic mackerel, just grab it. Having a spell is better than just smacking them with your sword. So get any skill you can. Obviously, you'll see later in the tier list that some skills are better than others. So you're going to want to choose, judging with the combos. I'm going to show you guys what you want in certain situations. But you want to kill as many mobs as you can. Avoid players early. Okay, this is very important. You don't want to just go around slicing level 1s up, because when you're wasting time doing that, other players on the map are killing all the mobs that you could be using to level. And you level extremely, extremely fast when you kill the mobs. So just remember that the more time you're chasing somebody is more time that you're wasting leveling up and leveling up your spells. So avoid players, kill as many mobs as you can. Another thing is pick your path. You want to basically go around. You want to examine your minimap for elites. If you're walking up on an area and you don't see a lot of little elite symbols on your minimap, chances are it's probably cleared and there's players there. So you want to go to places that are uncleared primarily. You want to go to places that are congested. The places I showed you on the drop points are also really good, and I showed you where to connect to them as well. Also, you're going to want to pick up a lot of mobility items. Make sure you don't want to just like waste your barrel just to move. You want to use those types of items in tricky situations, like the gnome blaster. You can get out of tough situations with that. You can scale the map with it. So you don't just want to like use it just to get around. Mobility skills are important. Make sure you pick skills that, if you have a choice, make sure you pick some that can that'll make you a little bit more slippery and can move around quicker, because time is of the essence and you want to be able to move around a lot and kill as many mobs, like I said. So that's pretty much all you need to really do in the early game strategy. As for the late game strategy, what you really need to remember is pick fights with lower levels. It's okay to bully the lower levels here. Get their XP, take their plunder, because when you kill them, you get their plunder, you get their skills, and then you can kind of mix and match and see what you want with the spells that you get from the lower levels. Try and third-party fights. That's also really important. Make sure it's okay to be a rat in these types of things. If you see 2 teams fighting, kind of wait it out, wait for the perfect time to strike, and then go in. It's okay to fight fair. It's fight a 2-on-2. As long you just gotta keep your head on a swivel. Make sure you're checking your surroundings and make sure that no one can intervene with your fight that you got going on. If the fight's going on too long, it's okay to run away and reset. Make sure you guys reset as well. Resetting is very, very important. Make sure if you guys are low, use your mobility skill and heal. Okay, don't engage into a fight if you don't have your heal kind of ready. If it's like a full 30, if you use your heal, don't just run right back into the fight. Give it a little bit, let the heal recharge, and then go back in. And most importantly, stay in the damn circle. Just stay in the circle. I've died too many times in the circle. So just stay in it. You'll be fine. Now, what we're going to talk about next is the real meat of what's going on, and that's the spells and the combos and how to actually land the kills. So let's get into it. All right, so let's talk about the spells, guys. The most important part of the video. This is what I feel is the best for me. I feel like Slicing Winds and Searing Axe are just so freaking insane together. Manosphere is close, and Firestorm, honestly, guys, is a little bit overrated. I'm gonna tell you why. Everybody, Firestorm is really, really good for early game, guys. If you see Firestorm where you land, grab it. It helps clear mobs. It helps kill players that could be that won't give up trying to get you. Firestorm's really good early game. The problem with Firestorm is that it's easily counterable with either repel or any movement you can get out of it. You could still be slowed in the Firestorm. It gets countered by Snowdrift, Roots, Repel. Everything is a counter to it. Okay, so everyone thinks like, oh, it's big damage. Like, yeah, it does good damage, but when you're fighting a good player, it's not going to be as strong unless you combo it with something, which I'm going to explain later. But Slicing Winds is one of the most versatile spells. You can use it for mobility. You can use it to get to somebody. You can use it to get away from somebody. You can use it to do damage close range. You can use it to just get across the map. I just use it it just gets you across the map faster as well. I love this ability. And the chains that I'm going to show you guys in some of the clips and my breakdowns of it, I'll show you why. Searing Axe, obviously just a given. It's just big damage. It's probably the hardest hitting ability in the game, and it's just super good. Manosphere, a big tip with Manosphere is the longer you charge it, it doesn't make it do more damage. So just remember that when you just cast it once, just give it a little flick, and you can do that close range. It's really strong as well. You don't need to charge it fully. It just increases the range of it. It doesn't increase the damage. For the this elemental one, it's okay. It does decent damage. It's just kind of like a whatever spell. The rhyme shot or whatever it's called is really, really good in a niche situation. It's good for picking and being annoying. That's what I've noticed. Some people prefer to play that way, but I don't really like playing that way. It's just you can use it also to stop somebody from healing. Holy Shield, pretty mid. It's whatever. Earthbreaker, really good in a combo. Too slow of a cast for me. Starburst or whatever it's called, it's Star Bomb. It's too slow of a cast. You need the stars to align, no pun intended, for it to actually go off. You could do some combos that I'll show you. Still not that strong though, to be honest. And the fish needs a buff. So moving on to the utility, let's talk about Windstorm. Windstorm is one of my favorite abilities. Guys, if you're not playing Windstorm, if you can aim, Windstorm is OP. Because you combo this with so many other things. It allows you to do whatever you want. You can combo it with Earthbreaker, combo it with whatever, with anything you want. Literally anything. It's insane. You can hook, you can root them off it, you can fire tornado in it. It's incredible. I'll show you guys in a sec. And what's also great about Windstorm is you can use it as a defensive as well. You can use it to stop enemies from casting certain abilities, such as Flame Wheel. You can use it to stop the Flame Wheel. If somebody casts a Flame Wheel on you and you see them casting it, you cast that Windstorm, it stuns them, and then they lose their cooldown, and they're stunned in your face. Chances are they're going to be in your face if they're using the Fire Wheel. So it's super strong, offensively and defensively. You could just turn the tides of a fight just with one button. With the Night Fae, I forgot what it's called, but this one, the Night Fae one, you actually can use it as a trinket. You can use it to get out of stuns or roots. It actually just breaks you free of any movement impairing abilities, which makes it's incredible to use. It doesn't give you a blink like the Vanish does, like the Vanish one, but it's still really strong. It's in its own way is S tier. Every spell in here is so different. That's why there's none really that are terrible. I think Snowstorm is the worst out of all of them, but everything has its place. I'm not going to go over all of these ones. Repel is really good for Firestorm. Quaking Leap is just hard to aim. I don't like it. Hard to aim. The chains always bug on me, but they're okay. The call traps are pretty. They're pretty good for mobility too. Steel traps, they're okay. Lightning Bulwark, I feel is kind of a high skill cap, and you can counter a lot of stuff with it, and also makes you go really fast. And I think it's really good to get you out of certain situations. So Drift, meh. All right, guys, so let's dive into the most fun part of the video, which is combos. How do you make all of these abilities and strategies come together and effectively kill somebody? How do I get the kills? How am I going to win the game? I got to be the last one standing. We got to get the kills. And that's with doing good combos. So, here they are. I made some. These aren't all of them. Obviously, you could switch them around, and I'll get into that a little bit after. I'll show you guys some little other combos you could do. But these are the main ones that I came up with. So, Windstorm into Slicing Winds into Searing Axe is my favorite all-time combo, and I've experimented with everything, and this is the most fun for me, and it feels like it's the most effective. I feel like I can't lose when I have 4 stars of these, and the Vanish is my favorite. That's my favorite loadout. These 3 and the Vanish is my official favorite loadout, because the Vanish, you can get out with it, reset, but this just has these 3. I just get so many kills with them. You just snipe people with Windstorm, slice all the way to them, axe, vanish out, reset, do it all again in 5 seconds. Just in and out, in and out. Insane playstyle. It's so much fun. And feel free to change. You can always change them up. You know, if you want to Windstorm into a landslide, Windstorm gives you a lot of options on what you can do with it itself. I don't really use the chains or the trap too much, but you could do this. I got hit with this a few times. The chain into trap into the star bomb can one-shot somebody. It's pretty good. You can also sometimes, I use my Vanish as an offensive ability when it's usually one person. It's kind of like a shadow step to them into a big axe. So I enjoy doing that a lot. That's also fun to mess around with. But yeah, guys, combos, play around with them, you know. Play just mix around, see what you like, see what you enjoy, and obviously you got to go based on what drops for you as well, right? You can't just like say I'm only going to pick up Windstorm. You got to kind of make things work. So the more you play, the more you'll discover your own combos, but these are the ones that I personally believe that people should work for, because these have given me the most success in getting Plunderlord and level 40. Let's talk about items, guys. The items in this game are so fun to use. Let's talk about the boat, okay? I'm sure a lot of you don't even know what the boat does, but let me tell you, okay? The boat is clutch. I'm going to tell you why. You can actually use the boat to go into the storm, res a teammate, and then get your teammate out of the storm. This has saved me so many times. I'm terrible with the storm. I've died to the storm more than other players. And it saved me so many times. So make sure you use that boat. I'm not sure how long it lasts. It feels like it lasts a long time, honestly, when you're in the zone. You can also use it to just play safe when you're in the final zone. You can use it to just avoid damage and let the other people in the small zone fight each other. So that's the boat. Let's talk about the glue gun. The glue gun is really good. Just remember that it hits your teammates too, but you can use it to slow people in it. It's a super sticky. It's like a really big slow, so it's really effective. It like they can barely move at all. They like practically roots them. So I've gotten a few kills with it. It's fun to use. I always pick it up when I see it. It's great. Let's talk about the Gnome Blaster. I'm not sure what it's called. It's like the launch pad. You can use this in a lot of ways as well. You can use it offensively with your teammate, or if you're doing solos, you can kind of ambush somebody. They won't even see you coming because it's usually pretty high up. You can use it as you can actually use it to get out of a situation as well. You can use it to run up. If you're getting chased by a team and there's another team, you can use it, place it right in the middle of that team, jump away, and have the other two teams fight each other if you're in that situation. And what else do I use? I mean, there's a smoke bomb and stuff, but I don't really use them. I don't really use the time loop one. It makes you that one makes you speed up time. I don't really use any of those. I'm not really gonna talk about them that much. The bush, I mean, I never use the bush. I mean, I've seen other team, like the enemies hide in them in the last zone, and it's pretty obvious what bush it is, so we just shoot it every time and they come flying out. But besides that, yeah, the other ones I mentioned are really, really good. All right, guys, so that's pretty much all I got. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am like so fried after making this. I'm just so happy I'm able to get it out though. If you guys learned a thing or two, if you guys wouldn't mind leaving a like, a comment, subscribing to the YouTube, and of course following my Twitch at twitch.tv/jaybeezy. I'm a full-time WoW streamer, and it would help me out a lot. Every follow really matters. So appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching it till the end, and hope you guys get those dubs out there. Let me know what you think. See you later.